The world hates Jesus. The world rejects Jesus. There's no denying that. Jesus Christ said it himself. According to the Gospel of John, Jesus explained that the world hated him because his teachings and actions exposed its deeds as evil. He also warned the church that we would be hated for the same reason. Jesus came and he exposed the values of this fallen world system, and for that, he was murdered. Now the church is to carry on this mission, and when we do, those who follow the world will be provoked. What are those teachings and actions of Jesus that expose? Well, we look no further than the Sermon on the Mount, where Jesus explained the contrast between a citizen of this world and a citizen of his kingdom. And the two couldn't be more paradoxical. Jesus says, "Blessed are those who recognize they are spiritually bankrupt and are nothing before God, and are completely emptied of pride." The world says, "Blessed are those who rely on personal strength, wealth, and ego to succeed." Jesus says, "Blessed are those who acknowledge their brokenness and experience repentance." The world says, "Blessed are those who hide their pain and avoid vulnerability." Jesus says, "Blessed are those who exercise power under control while patiently trusting God's provision." The world says, "Blessed are those who use force or dominance to win and get ahead." Jesus says, "Blessed are those who desire God's moral perfection and justice above all else." The world says, "Blessed are those who hunger for fame, success, and personal ambition." Jesus says, "Blessed are those who extend grace, forgiveness, and active compassion to others." The world says, "Blessed are those who make sure people get what they deserve." Jesus says, "Blessed are those who actively bridge divides and restore harmony, even if it costs them." The world says, "Blessed are those who prioritize comfort, status, all while avoiding conflict." It is these stark contrasts that cause friction for Christians. When a person lives as Jesus commands, it causes friction. It brings opposition. Why? Well, because this lifestyle exposes the heart of the wicked. This lifestyle shines light on darkness. John 3 says, "The light has come into the world, and people loved darkness rather than the light because their works were evil." In other words, those who live by worldly standards reject the teachings of Jesus, because those who live by worldly standards want to be their own God, who follow their own way and pursue their own fleshly desires. Living as Christ commanded says a person must surrender all of that and live under the authority of God. You see why the world would hate this idea? And it is the biblical Christian who follows and lives these ideals and values that reminds anyone who is not that they are wicked. And this is precisely what leads them to reject, revile, and even silence biblical Christians. Jesus' teachings and values expose the human heart. And instead of surrendering to him, they try and reject, revile, and silence him. Not because his teachings and values are bad, but because they love their sin and they want to revel in it.